Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vincent, aka Not Bad, and I have a super fun and easy project for you today. Today I have for you my pumpkin pie coasters. They're perfect for the holiday season. Honestly, they are good for all year as well, but they're really easy, they take less than an hour to make, and they're beginner friendly. So we can get started through this video. You can find the written patterns on my blog and my Ribbler shop, which can be found down in the description below. You can also find all the timestamps in the video as well, so you can hop between each place to get started on these. They take less than an hour, and I think you'll have a great time with it. Enjoy! Let's talk about what we need for materials. First, we are going to need a crochet hook. I'm going to be using a 4mm crochet hook myself. You can use any size, really, from a 3.75 to a 4.5 though. However, this is what I'll be using, so if you want the exact same results, I would choose this hook. Next, we are going to need our yarn. For our projects, the white is optional if you choose not to do the dollop, but we'll make sure we want the orange and kind of a darker beige, as well as a white, but the white is optional. I am choosing to use Joann's Big Twist. It's a size 4 worsted weight yarn. Any size 4 worsted weight yarn will be just fine, and you can use that if that's what you have on hand. For your notions, you will need a darning needle, you'll need a pair of scissors, and completely optional, but having a stitch marker is really helpful. You don't need one though. I'll show you how to use a stitch marker on a budget if you don't have access to them right now. And now all you need is a good attitude and belief that you can do this, and we'll make this in less than an hour. Let's get to it. We will now begin creating our coasters here. You have the option to make either or. One has the dollop of the whipped cream in the middle, the other does not. We're going to start with this version, but if you don't want to have this version, you can just start in orange and it'll work up the exact same way. So feel free to choose whichever you would like. Since I'll be showing you how to create the version with the dollop, you can choose just orange if you don't want this part, but we're going to start with the white. So from here, we're going to start with the technique, the magic ring. You are going to use your non-dominant hand, and here is my tail and then the working yarn. I'm going to put out my index finger. Here is the tail of my yarn. It'll sit in the front. I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to wrap the working yarn to create an X shape, just like so. With my hook, I'm going to go underneath that first loop, like that, and then I'm going to grab that other loop. I'm going to pull through. And here I have my loop. I'm going to grab that working yarn with my middle finger. I'm going to yarn over, and then I'm going to pull through and chain one. There's a chain. I'll take out my finger, and there is our magic ring, like so. So from here, our pattern does call for 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. So I'm going to ignore my tail. The tail means nothing to us right now. I'm going to insert into our magic ring like so. I'm going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and then pull through both loops for my first single crochet. This does call for 6 single crochet in the magic ring. So I've done my first one. I am now going to do 5 more single crochet, and we can do those together. Insert my hook through the loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. And there is my second single crochet. We're going to create 4 more of these. So insert my hook through the loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We now have 3 single crochet now. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 3 more. Insert our hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. Insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We now should have 6 single crochets in our magic ring, so we can count that backwards here. So there's that first V right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great, and once we have 6, we can take the tail of our magic ring, and then we're going to cinch it so it creates a circle. And here we have our magic ring with 6 single crochet inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to be extra sure, you can never be too sure when doing this. And here is a good opportunity to use your stitch marker. So taking your stitch marker, You want to put it into that last stitch that you just worked into. And here I have mine here. If you don't have stitch markers, there is other options. So if you want to take a piece of your other yarn, you can simply cut that. You can take out your hook, insert your hook through that last loop, and then you can simply pull through, and there you have a stitch marker. It's kind of in the way, but it is definitely budget friendly. So if you don't have a stitch marker, this totally works too. But for our sake, just so it's easy on the eyes for all of my viewers, I'm going to insert my stitch marker here, and we'll continue on. So once again, we've cinched our magic ring. We have 6 single crochet in the magic ring. We have our stitch marker in, and now we are on to round 2. For this round, we are going to increase into each stitch around, going from 6 stitches to a max of 12 stitches. So an increase, we are going to do 1 single crochet into that first single crochet. So we're going to go through that V, and we're going to perform a normal single crochet just like we did. So pulling through 2, and instead of continuing on into the next stitch, we are going to do an increase, which means that we are going to do 2 single crochet into the same exact stitch. So I'm going to, in that same stitch, you can see it's a little stressed here. I'm going to single crochet once again, yarn over, and pull through, and I'm going to do that in the exact same stitch. So I've done 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And I'm going to do it again into the next one. So I'm going to identify my next stitch. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. I've done 1 single crochet. Now to do another increase, I'm going to single crochet once again into that same exact stitch. And there we have it. So 2 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. So my next one, I'm going to do 2 single crochets, just like we did. I'm going to do another 2 single crochet once again. Into the next stitch, I'm going to increase again, so 2 single crochet. And then when we get to the last stitch where our stitch marker is at, we can take out our stitch marker, and then 2 more single crochet in that next stitch. And there we have our completed round. I'm going to cinch this just a little bit more because I can tell it's getting loose. And before I put my stitch marker in, I'm going to count to make sure I have 12. In the pattern, you'll see 12 in the parentheses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I am simply just counting these V's that you see along here. So on to the next round. So for this round, we are going to be doing a repetition of a single crochet followed by an increase all the way around until the end. So into that first stitch, we are going to single crochet. You're probably a pro at this point. Single crochet, pull through, and then in the next stitch, we're going to do an increase. So two single crochet in the same exact stitch. So there's my first single crochet, followed by my second single crochet. Perfect. And we are going to continue this repetition all the way around. So in this next stitch, we're going to single crochet, yarn over, pull through. In the following, we're going to do an increase, so 2 single crochet into the next stitch. So a 1, 2, 1, 2 sequence. And we're going to do that all the way around. So I've done my increase. I'm going to follow it with a single crochet. After a single crochet, follow with an increase, so 2 single crochet in the same stitch. In the next stitch, I'm going to do 1 single crochet. In the following, do 2. In the next stitch, a single crochet. In the following, an increase, so 2 single crochet. In the next stitch, 1 single crochet. We've made it to our last stitch. We're going to pull out our stitch marker. We are going to be doing a color change, so we are going to do this carefully. We're going to do an increase to end our round. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1 single crochet. Now onto our last single crochet in the same stitch. We're going to insert our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through. And now on our last 2 loops here that we have on our hook, this is where we're going to color change. So you can grab your orange yarn now, and you're going to attach like so onto the hook, and then you're going to pull through those 2 loops. And there's our color change. And this is the end of our round. So we're going to insert our stitch marker here. So great job. You're doing an awesome job so far. You can already see it coming together. We have the inside of our coaster done. Again, if you didn't want the dollop in the middle, feel free to have just started in the orange and just continue on. No color change is necessary for you. Okay, into the next stitch. We are going to be doing, you're going to notice a repetition here. In the last round, we did single crochet followed by an increase. Now we're going to do single crochet followed by a single crochet followed by an increase. So 2 single crochets in between each increase compared to 1 from our last round. So in that first stitch, we're going to do a single crochet. In the following stitch, we're going to do another single crochet. And in the third stitch, we're going to do an increase. So 2 single crochet in the same exact stitch. And if where you connected your yarn, if it's seeming loose, you can simply just pull those tighter. But not too tight where it's like falling on itself. Great, great. So 2 single crochet followed by an increase. We're going to do this repetition all the way around, so pretty simple. So 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the following stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch for an increase. There's my 2. We're going to continue this all the way around. In the next stitch, 1 single crochet. In the following stitch, another single crochet. In the third, 2 single crochet to complete our increase. So 2 single crochet followed by an increase all the way around. There's 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, followed by an increase of 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets. All right, one last time for this round. We're going to insert our hook and do 1 single crochet, followed by 1 single crochet, and then we are going to do our increase into that last stitch, taking out our stitch marker and doing an increase, so 2 single crochet in that same stitch. So I noticed that there's some white peeking out right here, so I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit. It doesn't completely fix the issue, but it'll help. At the end of this round, we want to make sure that we have 24 stitches in total. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So great job. If you have 24, you're on the right track. Now we are going to start our next round, but we are also going to do a color change. Typically, when doing continuing around, if I were to do a single crochet here as an example, you'll see that there is a very obvious change here in the color. So instead of working into our normal stitch like we've been doing each round, we are going to insert our hook at the bottom of this stitch here. So where the orange is meeting the white, I'm going to go inside and I'm going to perform a normal single crochet, yarn over, pull through, and then I am holding this kind of tightly, and you can kind of adjust here as well. And I'm going to do a normal single crochet, and there we go. There is a much cleaner color change right here. It's not absolutely perfect, and you might have to do it a few times just to get the look that you want, but this is a really great alternative than just working normally. For this round, we are doing 3 single crochet followed by an increase, so you can kind of see the repetition of this pattern here. So instead of 2, we're going to do 3. Doing this color change does count as the first one, so we're going to do our second one the next stitch, just like normal. So there's 2, and then in the next stitch do another single crochet for 3 single crochets, followed by an increase, so 2 single crochet in that final stitch. Great job. I hope I didn't lose you with the color change stuff. If you need to, you can always rewind. And so we're going to continue that repetition all the way around. So we're going to do 3 single crochet followed by an increase. So 1 single crochet followed by another single crochet followed by a 3rd single crochet, and then we're going to do an increase in the next stitch, doing 2 single crochet in the exact same stitch. We're going to do that again. 1 single crochet followed by another single crochet followed by a 3rd single crochet in the next stitch, followed by an increase in the final stitch. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And then we're going to continue that all the way around until the end on our stitch marker, making sure that we do have 30 stitches in total. Once we hit the stitch marker, I'll meet you back and we'll do that last increase together. Make sure we're on the same page. Okay, good job. You've made it to your stitch marker. So we're going to pull that out and then do our last increase. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, we should have 30 stitches now. So I'm going to count myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 is hidden right here. So great job. We are all on the same page. If your count is not reflecting this, you can always restart and just make sure you're really keeping an eye on the project. So now we are making some really great headway. The next few rounds are going to feel really similar, having a certain number of single crochet in between your increases. So as you can probably guess, we've done single crochet 3 followed by an increase. So you can probably guess that this round will be single crochet 4 followed by an increase. So just like we've been doing. So we're going to do 4 single crochet separately into each stitch, followed by 2 single crochet for our increase. So there's our first single crochet, followed by our second crochet, 3rd single crochet, 4th single crochet, and we're going to do our increase. So 2 single crochet in that 5th stitch. And that's what that looks like. You can find the pattern, the written pattern on the screen, and you can continue following that. You've made it this far, so you'll definitely know kind of how that repetition looks. And I will meet you at the end here. We have just 3 more rounds of this, so I will meet you at the beginning. We'll go through just the first batch, and then you can do it on your own. So I'll see you at the end of the round at the stitch marker. We've now made it to the end of our round, so pulling out our stitch marker, we're going to do one last increase here. Okay, and now we should be left with 36 stitches all the way around, so I'm going to count mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 36 stitches, so great job so far. So I'm going to put my stitch marker in. On to the next round, as you see on screen. This is going to be a round of 5 single crochets followed by an increase. So definitely repetitive. You definitely know what you're doing here, so I believe in you. So I'll do the first batch of stitches with you. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, followed by a 3rd single crochet, 4 single crochet, and 5 single crochet. Followed by our 5th single crochet, we're going to do an increase, so 2 single crochet in the same exact stitch. Continue this exact same repetition all the way around until the stitch marker, and I'll see you there. Once we make it to that last stitch, pull out our stitch marker, and we'll do an increase. 2 single crochet in that final stitch. All right, great job. We should now have 42 stitches in total. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Whew, I know it can be a lot of breath to have to count at the end of those. So we're on the right track. We have one more round of single crocheting. So for our final round, and then we are going to, so for our final round, we are going to be doing a repetition of 6 single crochet followed by an increase. And I'll do those first batch of stitches with you. So 1 single crochet, followed by the second single crochet, followed by a 3rd single crochet, 4 single crochet, 5 single crochet, 6 single crochet, and then after the 6th, we'll do 2 single crochet in the same stitch for our increase. And then you just want to continue that just like we've been doing all the way to the stitch marker, and I'll see you at the end. Final stitch marker, pull that out, and then we will do our last increase. Perfect. And we should now have a total of 48 stitches. So I'm going to do one last count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Whew, okay, we are happy. And you can see we have the body done. We're now going to be doing the crust. However, if you do want your coaster to be bigger, you can actually just continue following this same exact pattern. So the repetition will be just like we've been doing. So if you wanted this to be wider, you would just do 7 single crochet followed by an increase. If you want to keep going wider, you would do single crochet 8 followed by an increase, and just like that. But for our sake, we're just doing it this size. So we're happy here. And at this point, we are going to want to color change. So if you're at this point, you can actually pull this out, and this is the beauty of crochet. You can actually pull your work out. We're going to pull out that single crochet. I'm going to actually pull out that single crochet in total. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, and pull 1. We have our 2 loops, and just like we did before, this is where we'll change color. So I'm going to go grab that darker beige color for the crust. You can choose any color you choose. I'm going to yarn over, and then I'm going to pull through those 2 loops just like we've done before. Here, you won't really need a stitch marker because it'll be very apparent on where we're going to be ending. So from here, we are going to be making this a ruffle crust. And to do that, we are going to be doing a lot of single crochets, and we're going to be doing that in the front loop only. So as you see here on our project, we have these V's that we've been working into. We are going to be working purely in that first loop, our front loop only, the one that is closest to us, not the one that's away from us. So taking my hook, I'm going to go, it's going to feel like I'm going underneath. It's going to feel like I'm going underneath that first loop, but notice I'm going under it. So only one loop now. There's only one orange loop. I'm only going through that front loop. this entire time for the rest of this round. Yarn over, pull through, and do a normal single crochet. And in that front loop again, I'm going to do another single crochet, just like we've been doing for the increases. So 2 single crochet here. And you'll notice that it does start to get a bit stressed. Try your best to keep it as tense as you can, but you know, it'll pull. So there's our first 2 single crochet, and we're going to be following it with 4 single crochet into the front loop only. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than we've been doing, but it's totally worth the outcome. So it's going to be 2 single crochet followed by 4 single crochet followed by 2 single crochet followed by 4. So we've done our 2. So now we're going to do 4 single crochet in the front loop only. So making sure I go underneath like so. There's my first single crochet. I'm going to do another single crochet in that same stitch, followed by a 3rd single crochet in that same stitch, followed by a 4th single crochet in that same exact stitch. And there we have it. As you can see, it is getting stressed, but that's okay. It doesn't get any more stressed than this. We've done our 4 single crochet. Now we're going to do 2 single crochet followed in the next stitch, in that front loop only. So I've snagged just my front loop only, as you can see here. Yarn over, pull through, do my first single crochet, and then my 2nd single crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to do 4 single crochet in the front loop only, just like we did. There's 2, followed by a 3rd, and then a 4th single crochet in that same stitch. And then in the next stitch, we're going to do 2 single crochet in that front loop only. Don't forget, it has to be that front loop only, that way it stands up. Pull through, and then single crochet in that same exact stitch. And then once again, we are going to do 4 single crochet in that front loop only in that next stitch. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. There's our 2nd single crochet. There's our 3rd single crochet. And there's our 4th single crochet. So working a sequence of 2 single crochet followed by 4 single crochet and alternating in between both. And you're going to start to notice, you start to get this curl. This will continue curling all the way around until it looks more like this. And you're just going to be doing this all the way around. I'm sure you don't want to hear me saying this over and over all the way through because it is quite a few stitches. So we've done a repetition of 2 single crochet in the front loop only, followed by 4 single crochet in the front loop only. Remember to continue working in the front loop only all the way around, and once we get to the end, we'll continue the video and we'll end it off there. So I will see you at the end of the round. Okay, we have made it to the last stitch. You can kind of see it in there. So we're going to do our last 4 single crochet into that front loop only. Make sure I get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see some oranges sticking out, so I'm going to pull those back loops. And then from here, we're going to go on that next V that was already worked into, and we're going to do a slip stitch. So insert our hook, and like so. We're going to grab our yarn over and pull through, and then continue just pulling through the 2 loops. And there we have it. Whew. All right, good job, good job. Yeah, you're pretty much done here. As you can see, here's our finished product. Now it's all about cutting those loose ends and making sure that this does not come apart. So we are going to grab our darning needle and a pair of scissors. So I'm going to cut all the attached yarn from the skein, like so. Now we just have loose ends. I'm going to completely pull this end out, like so. Okay, since this is a coaster, the bottom doesn't necessarily need to be all that pretty. So this tail, I'm gonna cinch it tight for that tail. And then I am going to, before I start sewing anything, I'm actually going to take where I have the color changes, I'm actually gonna just tie them and knot them together. So taking this and this orange, I'm gonna wrap, and just like I'm tying a shoe, I'm just gonna tie this just for some extra security. And I'm gonna pull pretty tight, but not so tight that your work is like collapsing on itself. So there's the first one, and then we have another color change with the beige and the orange. And if you didn't make the dollop, you don't have to worry about that first color change. I'm gonna tie once again. Perfect. So now all these loose ends, so the tail won't be coming out, but just for our sake, I am going to, so I'm taking this darning needle and I'm going to push through, and then I'm just gonna weave in just through like 2 stitches, just in case. You never know with the universe and how this world works. So we are going to pull that. All right, that feels good. I can now cut it pretty close. There's the first cut. And then these pieces where the color changes are kind of annoying that we need to do this, but it is what it is. We're going to be, so like with the orange, I'm going to be going through just some of these loops, but only on the back end. You don't want it showing on the front. So what I'm going to be doing, so from here, I'm actually going to show you, if you want extra security, just to make, like if you're someone who like kind of has anxiety about your work coming apart, you can always go through the stitch next to where we're coming from, like so. So there's some stitches I went through just in the back. I'm going to pull through, and then I'm left with a loop before I continue pulling, as you see here. I'm going to push through here and then pull tight, just for some like knotted extra security. You can definitely choose to do that. I'm not going to. I trust that it'll stay. But for your, I don't want to show you that tutorial just in case you wanted to. So then I'm going to weave through just a few more stitches, just for some extra security. Pull through. That feels good. Taking my white yarn, adding onto the darning needle, and then I'm going to go through all the white. You don't want to go through the orange just to make it less apparent. Pull through, and you can continue weaving through if you want it to feel more secure. So I've done those 2, so I'm going to cut. And I'm leaving just a little bit left here. It shouldn't really impact if a cup is sitting on it, but you don't want it to be too thick. Going to do the exact same thing with these tails above, at the top where the other color change is at. So I'm going to insert, and again, you can choose to knot off your work just to be more secure, but for this video I'm just going to be pulling through. So you can rewind to see how I did that prior. We have the beige. And then here you can either choose to go through the orange if you don't care about it showing so much, or you can go through that ruffle that we created. However, when you cut, it'll be kind of like towards the parameter of it. So for me, I don't care what it looks like on the bottom, so I'm actually going to pull through some of these orange ones just so it's more hidden on the bottom. And then with that final tail of that final ruffle, we're going to attach. And then from here, it's pretty easy because you can just, here is where I would recommend knotting off. So I'm actually going to push this through so we go to the back so we're completely hidden. I'm going to do the knot thing again. So going through the loop, up through the loop that the stitch is coming out of, pull. I'm going to pull slowly. And then you see I do have a loop here. So I'm going to take my darning needle and go through the loop. Pull through. And then I can just weave in. And I'm actually going to go through the orange because, like I said, it doesn't matter to me because I don't know who's inspecting the bottom of a coaster. And if you have guests coming over and inspecting these kind of things, definitely question them. That's not really normal. So don't worry about it. This is your work. Do whatever you want with it. And then we can cut these strands. And there we go. Yeah, it looks okay here. You can cut it even further if you want so it's not poking out. But we're really just focused on this top part. So there we have it. We have our coaster. And it fits perfectly with these. And there we have our coasters. These look really nice. And there you have it. You're all done. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I had fun making it. Be sure to tag me in all my socials. You can find those in the description below. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you for the next video. Take care.